Once a motherfucking again. You know I'm catting out as usual. Lil Blood TV, powered by Talker Media. Shit, I'm sitting across from a legend, man. Shit, a living legend on some town shit at that. You know, I feel good. I take pride in my city, so it's always a blessing and an honor, plus a privilege when I'm interviewing one of our own. His brother been doing this shit for many moons, putting it down. Shit, you know, I already know when I tap in, it's always love. We got
My
unreleased
mama.
music. Niggas bull,
My
but you
mama.
know, baby gas, what that shit do, fool?
So my God, man, how we doing, bro?
How you living?
I appreciate you having me, nigga.
Yeah. So first off, we gonna start off just on some real. How you get to that name, baby gas? You know, gas. It's some real town shit. You know, niggas switching up talking about
Yeah,
weed
yeah.
but gas, that's a real
So that's really
town
what it
word.
was, bro. I'm talking about this. This probably like I'm 26 now. I'm talking about probably about like 13 years ago. You
Hmm.
feel me? I grew up. You know, my pops was in the streets. You feel me? Real early on and shit. My pops Richmond nigga and shit.
Uh-huh.
So you know, me being around him, his partners just always called me BG. BG. That's one thing that stuck with me. My mama called me BG. Siblings called me BG.
Right.
You feel me? When I started rapping, you know, they had Hot Boy BG.
Right,
You
right,
feel
right,
me?
right.
So I was always the youngest. That's where the baby came from. I was
Uh-huh.
the smallest young nigga everywhere I went. You feel me? Anybody I kicked it with, I was always the youngest. So the baby came from that. Like you said, the gas was really from niggas gassing.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like and like you said, if you from our area, you know what that mean.
Right.
Anybody that's tuning in from like out of state or something, you know, like you said, it could either be gas, you know, smoking gas, whatever. But when you really talking that shit,
Yeah.
back in our
Gas.
day, they was like, this nigga be gassing.
For
You feel me?
sure.
So you know, just it took a while to kind of get there. I went through all types of rap names, bro. I ain't
Yeah.
gonna lie. I had I tried to incorporate my last name one time, bro. I was like 12. Used to try to call myself Young Roz.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean?
So what was the craziest name you came up with?
Shit, the craziest name that it was probably that Young Roz. It just sounded hella stupid to me. You
Right,
feel me?
right, right, right.
You know what I mean?
How long you
But
been fucking around? How long you been around?
shit, bro. Professionally, I would say probably about like 12 years now.
Right, right,
And
right.
obviously, when I first got into the game, you know, it was an issue because you know I was trying to do them. You know, they had them challenges like back in San Ho. They had that UGMX
Uh-huh.
back in the day.
Oh,
You feel me?
yeah,
With
I
like
remember.
with Big Mike and shit. You
Right,
know what I
right.
mean? And I used to try to get on that 106 in Park. You feel
Uh-huh.
me? So I used to go up there and but real early on, they used to tell me like, bro, you too young to be rapping about what you rapping about.
Right.
But that wasn't coming from where we was coming
Yeah.
from. You feel me?
Okay, it was a lot different
It was
back
a lot
then, bro.
different. And really, I'm gonna keep it real, bro. It wasn't until Chief Keef came in the picture, changed the game for all the young niggas.
Right, right.
He was one of the first young niggas they gave 5 milli to talk on some street shit.
Right, right, right.
After that, I felt like the labels kind of opened their ears and opened their eyes, looking for young niggas everywhere else.
So you think Chief Keef was a big influence
I
on the
think
nigga?
Chief Keef was a fat influence for you know, like I said, I'm 26. You
Right,
feel me?
right,
Me
right.
and bro probably like the same age.
definitely.
You know what I mean? So when he came into the picture, I felt like this was one of the first young niggas that they gave X amount of money to talk about some street shit.
Sure,
You
yeah,
know,
yeah,
before that,
facts.
I mean, I used to go to these judges used to be telling me like, man, you need to be rapping about like school or like some shit for the females,
Right,
and
right, right,
bro, this shit was therapeutic. We was talking about what was happening.
right,
You
right.
know what I mean? So I feel like now, I say that to say this, now these young niggas that's 15, 16, they winning.
Right, right,
You know what I mean?
definitely.
Because the
Hell yeah.
game is adapted to them now. You
And you
feel me?
know, we didn't the Instagram era is kind of fairly new. It's not new, it's been around, but how it's easy to blow up. You know, you can blow up
Yeah.
from a meme.
Oh yeah.
You know, we really have to grind. We still grinding. We
Yeah,
ain't
for
to where
sure.
we want to be. So, you know, the era's kind of, you know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
So, as far as you like being a Chicano rapper and shit, like, what adversities do you face?
Um, well, for one, I was facing the fact that a lot of people wasn't liking the fact that I say nigga.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? Because once again, they're not coming where we coming from.
Exactly,
Now you from
exactly.
the town too, bro. So you know what
Yeah,
it
for
was.
sure, definitely.
You know, a lot of people don't even realize like, you know, I'm not from like the Fruitville district or nothing like that where there's a lot of Latinos and shit. You feel
Right,
me? I'm from 98th and Elmore, so I'm
right,
from the deep. You know, we shared our schools with majority
right.
blacks. You
Neighborhoods,
know what I mean?
yeah,
My neighborhood, I'm
neighborhoods.
only Mexican in that motherfucker.
Right, right,
You know,
definitely.
so a lot of people wasn't really understanding where we was coming from.
And
So
I tell people that all the time, especially when I go to LA and rock and shit, and I bring some of my LA brothers up here and shit, and they be like, bro, there ain't no separation with y'all Mexicans. Like, what you mean separation? Like, you know, nigga, the Serranios stay over here, and you know the Bloods and Crips stay right here.
Wow.
But I'm like, nigga, that's all we know. We ain't never known it to be, you know,
Yeah.
us against them. Like, no, them niggas is us. Like, you know, we go to their mama house, their mama cook for us, just
real.
like our mama cook for them.
For
It
real.
wasn't never, it ain't never been no separation.
Yeah.
So Oakland, the Bay period, but Oakland for real, for real.
Oakland for real.
Oakland is like a melting pot. Like, you know, we got Arabs and Chinese and everybody speak the same, dress the same,
Yep.
talk the same. What's up with blood?
Yep.
What's up with my nigga? And it ain't even no race thing. Like,
Yep.
you feel me? So I can definitely see where a motherfucker will get that, you know, misconstrued because you use the N-word. But like you said, nigga coming from the town, it's just all
Right.
lingo.
It was just, I mean, we from the home of the Black Panthers.
Exactly.
So, you know, growing up, you know,
Speak on
we
it.
couldn't dodge that.
Speak on
I
it,
mean, you
yeah.
know, before I knew, you know, because I lived in Mexico for a little bit of time during my childhood. You feel me? But before I knew the Mexican history, I was learning Black history.
Right,
You know what I mean? I mean, we was doing performances, you know, doing Harriet Tubman songs, the Black National Anthem.
Right,
You know what I mean?
right.
All of
Ooh,
that. You
speak
feel
on
me?
it.
So
Yes, sir.
come on, you know how it used to be, bro.
Yes, sir.
I mean,
Yes,
I used to play basketball. I wasn't good or anything, but you know, I played basketball over there on 85th and B Street
Man,
at
hold on,
Tessa Faranga.
rewind. I was just on your Instagram. You say they say Mexican can't jump, and I seen you try to
You
dunk.
see? Nigga
You
said,
said no, Mexicans can't.
nah, bro, it ain't our sport. But you know, like I said, I try to fit in. So I
Uh,
used to play over there at Tessa Faranga. They had a little thing on the east. You know, it was a basketball court on 85th and B Street. Only Mexican there.
right,
You know what I mean? And you know, my mom's work, so I used to walk to that motherfucker
Right,
by
right,
my
right.
lonely and shit. You know, so when I pull up, everybody else Black.
right.
But they used to embrace me so good in that motherfucker. You feel me? Don't let the Mexican make a shot, cause it was the end of the
Yeah,
world. Like,
yeah,
shit, the
everybody
Mexican made it. You feel me? So
For
it was
sure.
definitely like, and you know, my neighbors too. You feel me? Which is still my brothers to this day.
Right.
You know, we influenced each other.
Yeah,
I had
yeah.
a carne asada. They had a barbecue.
Right,
You know what I mean?
right,
So
right.
I'm eating some of their food. They eating some of
Right.
mine. We was right next door to each other and shit. So it's a little now. Fast forward, my kids is mixed. You feel me?
Right,
And they kids is mixed.
Right,
So
right,
it's really like a lifestyle, bro.
and not to just tweak on the race shit for hella long, but it's good that you brought that up because people need to know, man, that town is different, bro.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
especially when we was growing up, bro, that town, it was like we didn't have no race problems up until now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the George Floyd and all that shit. Maybe back in the day, you know, when the Panthers was fighting and shit, you know,
Yeah.
it was a big race thing. But as far as like, you know, white people tweaking on us or Mexicans tweaking on us or blase, we didn't have them problems, bro.
Yeah.
Like I was blind to that until I started really rapping and going to other cities and
Yeah, I
living
ain't
with
gonna lie,
different
bro.
cultures.
I had never really even been around white people like that.
Right.
I fuck with my white people, you know what I mean?
But Oakland is black and
yeah,
Mexican.
yeah,
Like,
you know what I mean. You
definitely.
had like one or two white niggas that used to go to school with us, and them niggas was with the shit.
Right, for
'Cause
sure.
They was around everybody
Right,
else. That
right,
wasn't
right.
your typical white boys. You feel me?
Right.
But you know, it wasn't until like you said we started rapping and going to different places, and they started booking us in Timbuktu that we started encountering with different races.
Right, definitely.
So that's new. You know, I go to the town now; they everywhere. You feel me?
Everywhere. Gentrified like a motherfucker.
Gentrification is a
Man,
real
how you
issue.
feel about that?
Man, it's a damn. Not to even get too much into the politics, because you know I don't like to speak on too much that I'm not all the way up on. But one thing that I will say is like going to the town now and driving through areas that a nigga grew up in, and the shit's completely different.
Right.
I mean, the shit was. I mean, and you know. I don't know what they trying to do. If they trying to just make it sound better, actually make it better, you know. But they wiping the culture away.
Definitely.
You know what I mean?
Fuck
They
yeah.
doing everything real cookie cutter ish. Like, you know, I went to like E. Moist Cox.
Right.
You know, we drive by Elmhurst. That's Cox Academy, Reach Academy.
Right.
They got these different names to it.
Yeah.
Actually, I just went back to Whittier. It was an elementary school I used to go to when I stayed in seminary in my very, very early years, and they call it Greenleaf now.
Right.
You know, so I don't know what they trying to do, bro. But I'm not really a
fuck
fan.
up E14 like that.
Bruh,
You see, you gotta drive in the middle. You did some weird shit.
It like what it look like downtown San Jose, the way they try to put
Yeah,
the
some veiny
middle
shit up.
tracks in there.
Yeah,
Can't even
definitely.
bust a U-turn no more. You feel me?
weird shit.
Nigga gotta drive hella lights just to go back to where he needed
For
to be
sure,
going. You
for
feel me?
sure. Was you big on the sideshow culture?
You know, I was, but then I wasn't. You know what I mean? I was because it was part of the culture. You know,
Right.
a couple of my niggas in the hood had like, you know, some old school stains and shit they used to pull out. They tell us like, come hop in. We, you know, we'll go through a couple blocks down. You know, nigga come through, swing some shit,
Right. Fuck
get
around.
up out of there.
You got
But
bars?
nah,
No, me neither.
nah,
Man.
nah.
I can drive, like I can get up
I
out
could
of there.
drive. I could
But
get up
all
out of
that
there.
swinging shit, that ain't me.
Nah. But see, the thing was that also like in our era, in my era, bro, that was a suicide mission
Right.
going to the sideshow. That shit get real out there
Yeah,
real fast.
definitely.
You
For
feel me?
sure, for sure.
It ain't like out now. They done took it over. Niggas from out of town coming now. Niggas from all the way from the valley coming
For
now.
sure,
You know what I mean?
definitely.
Like it's different issues. But then it was everybody from the town was pulling up.
Right.
You feel me? So it was no having fun.
Right.
You know, if you was having fun, you might get caught slipping. So it was definitely that type of time on my time. So you know, we just moved strategically.
Right. So as far as your music and shit, how was that? How is the shit you felt as a child? How do you implement that in your music?
But you know what? Like the older that I get, I'm still finding out shit that I really went through.
Speak on it.
You know what I mean? Because when we was kids, we didn't see a problem.
Right.
We didn't even know we was struggling.
Right.
Keep it
Right.
real.
Right.
You know what I mean? We thought that shit was normal, but the older that I get and the more that I see, I start to really realize, like, damn, mom's just going through it for real.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Just
Like,
to keep us happy.
yeah, because I'm a parent now.
Definitely.
You know, I know what it is to take care of my kids.
Did
You
you
feel
have
me?
a lot of siblings growing up?
Yeah, I did. I was one of 4.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Middle, youngest, oldest?
I was middle. I was the
Okay.
third one. You feel me?
Okay.
So I saw it. You feel me? Now I see it. You know what I mean? So what I try to, I'm just figuring myself out still. So when I do this music, it's really like kind of what I'm going through,
Right.
and that's
Right.
hard sometimes because the fans will fall in love with a type of sound,
Uh-huh.
and they'll request that sound from you again.
But you done outgrown that.
And I'm like, bro, I'm not going through that right now.
Right.
You know, people be like, man, we need a part 2 to this album. My man, they ain't no part 2.
Right,
You feel me? I hope they ain't no part 2, nigga. You feel me? Because that album came and it was inspired from certain shit. So
Right.
you know, we just going as we grow.
How many children you got?
Shit, 5.
5.
Yeah,
5 kids.
yeah, 5.
20 what? 6 you said?
Yeah, I'm 26. Well, you know, we a blended family.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So me and my fiance, we came with 2 apiece,
Mhm.
and we had one together.
Okay. That's
You know what I
dope,
mean?
that's
So
dope,
the
that's dope.
oldest is 12, the youngest is 4.
Right.
You know what I mean? We come through with a pack. My
How
kids-
was that being engaged? How was that life?
It's dope, man. You
Right.
feel me? When you come from, you know, living fast as fuck, you know what I mean, and you get to a certain point where, you know, certain shit ain't cool no more, bro. You want to like sit down and really start building your life. Because remember when we was young, like we started early.
Mhm.
Like you said, coming from the town, nigga, we off the porch real
Yeah,
young.
for sure.
You feel me? So
Born off the porch.
yeah, born off the porch. So it's just, you know, it comes to a point where it's just like, damn, bro, it's time to live our life for real.
Right.
You know, like really build a family for real, really experience shit for real. And you know, it ain't really like a decision that you make. It just come naturally.
Right.
Once you get to that age, you feel me? It
How
hit.
did you know she was the one?
Shit, bro. You know, I've said this. I've said this a few times on my podcast, and it was, you know, growing up, I don't know why I had the impression that the person that I was gonna probably end up with was gonna be from the same sandbox as me.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? But it really was the other way around, bro. Like we come from 2 different worlds,
Right.
opposite worlds. You know what I mean? Her coming from a better place than mine's. You know, it's just different. Loyalty plays a big play. You feel me?
Right.
And it's just the fact that, you know, when somebody fuck with you for you, they don't need shit from you.
Right.
They don't see
Right.
nothing else but you.
Right.
I mean, you know, that say a lot. You know, nowadays bitches will be like, it's baby gas.
Right.
I don't know who you could trust. You feel me?
Right.
You get to a certain point where your name just is at a certain level. You don't know if people using you or not.
Right. For
You know
sure.
what I mean? So
Definitely.
it was definitely one of those things that, you know, I caught on to. You know what I mean? So, you know, I had to lock it down right quick.
And we was kind of talking off camera how it's not only we not only have partners or as far as fiancés or baby mamas, like when we really fuck with them, it's a business partner.
Oh yeah.
And like all the steps are calculated. Like as a team,
Yeah.
it's more of a team player instead of
Yeah.
you know somebody a nigga just fucking on. Like
Yeah.
no, it's deeper than that. Like we invested like for damn near a lifetime. So
Yeah.
it's like you know my plans. You're always in my plans. You get what I'm
Correct.
saying? So
And it's cool. And it's cool to not even be at that point yet. You know what I mean? Because you know, to all my young niggas out there, you know what I mean? Young niggas out there still trying to find the one they gonna end up with. You
Right,
feel
right,
me?
right, right.
Enjoy yourself. You know, ladies, do what you gotta do. You know, go through your little thought years. You feel me? It's respectable. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Yeah, they always thoughts.
Yeah, you know, and that's the truth. And I don't think people like to accept that. You
Right,
feel me?
right,
Like
right.
everybody that be on the gram flexing with their partner, making this shit. Like, bro, come on, bro.
Right, right, right.
Niggas be successful out here, and it's still hard. Nigga.
Yeah, for sure.
You feel me?
Shit,
So let's not
what's the
nice.
billionaire nigga Bezos?
Yeah,
His bitch left him. He the
Yeah.
richest nigga in the world.
Yeah,
so you feel me? His bitch was cheating.
Yeah,
so,
no, facts for sure.
You're
Hell yeah.
definitely right on that.
Yeah,
one.
that nigga's bitch was cheating.
Crazy,
Oh,
huh?
it's crazy.
Like,
He was cheating.
He got caught.
oh, he got caught.
Oh, he got caught. Oh, he good.
Well,
He
yeah,
good,
bitch,
nigga.
relax. You want the richest
you
nigga in the
chilling.
world.
Yeah, for sure.
Let me cheat.
Come on,
Bring me a bitch. You
Yeah,
feel
that's
me?
the breadwinner. You feel me? You gotta accept that. For
I
real.
thought the bitch was cheating. Hold up. Yeah, that's crazy.
We was about to get a headline, huh? We was gonna be the first niggas talking about how the bitch was cheating.
For sure. Definitely. How old is your children?
Shit, oldest is 12. Then 10-year-old, 8-year-old, 5-year-old, and 4-year-old.
Who give you the most, like, this little nigga or
Shit, my youngest is a girl. My daughter,
she girl?
she be tripping.
She really?
She be
She
tripping.
all the way tweaking?
Right, and she, you know, I say she gonna be a singer because she got this like high ass pitch, and you know she be screaming, bruh, like for every little thing. That's
Right,
like her
right.
little soothing or something
Right,
because I be at a store. We was just at the trampoline spot today. Like I'm in the bathroom, I hear high ass pitch
You
scream.
know it was her.
I knew it was my daughter.
For sure.
Like damn,
Have you
bruh.
ever thought see me, my son was sick one time, right? And he had you remember we used to get chicken pox?
Yeah.
He had some shit called hand, feet, and mouth. Like
Oh yeah, how did that?
yeah, he had that. And he was young, he was like that, like hot, like hot, he itching, but he,
Yeah.
like that, hot. And I was wishing that feeling can get me instead of him. Like
Oh
I
yeah,
could
off the
just
top.
take that feeling. And in that moment, bro, it fucked my head up. I'm like, damn, like, what happened if I failed as a parent? Like I had got there, like to where like what the fuck? And it was like stressful for me. I was crying and hella shit.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
what the fuck?
Oh, you know,
like,
having a kid, that's a whole different side of people that, you know, you won't ever get to experience till you have your own.
right,
And this goes for the people out there that, you know, probably love their young siblings and their nieces and nephews, but it ain't
Right.
nothing like your own.
right.
You
right,
feel me?
right,
So
right.
this like a whole different feeling. Yeah, my daughter went through that, bro. My daughter actually, my 4-year-old got chicken pox. So check this out. Niggas don't even get chicken pox
Right,
nowadays,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
So, bro, I took her to the doctor. She got misdiagnosed like twice.
Uh-huh.
You feel me? So now, like you said, now we spending like a week and a half with her chicken pox all over her itching, hurting.
Right, right,
I was
right.
feeling that same way. Like, damn, I wish this was me. You
Yeah,
feel me?
for sure.
But
for
I
sure.
also, you know, going back to the whole like, you know, failing as a parent, you know, I don't think there's no such thing as failing when there's effort.
Right, right.
You know what I
right.
mean?
Ooh,
As long
ooh,
as
say that.
as long as there's effort, you feel me? In the kids' eyes, you always try it. You know what I
Say
mean?
that, say that.
You know, and I think that's what prevents people from putting in that effort.
Right,
The
right,
scare,
right,
the like the fear of failure.
right, right,
People
right,
don't
right.
even know how to
My
approach
dad
certain
used to tell me,
situations.
nothing beats a failure but a try.
Yeah,
My dad always say that, like nothing beats a failure for a try. And sometimes I get in situations on some parental shit, and I had to call my mom and my dad for advice.
Oh,
like
yeah,
that. You
for
feel
sure.
me? Yeah, so that should be tweaky as fuck.
and I, you know, when I do that, I do it as I'm soaking, you know, some information from a couple loved ones that I actually trust,
right, right,
and then out of that information, I make my own decision.
right. You ever popped your baby and felt bad as fuck afterwards? Like, what
Hell-
the fuck?
Hell
Like,
yeah, bruh. Actually, my fucking my youngest daughter, bruh.
uh-huh,
She threw herself off like a bassinet. You feel me? Landed head first.
uh-huh.
I ended up in the hospital over that shit, making
Damn.
making sure she was good and all of that. That was that type of feeling.
Right, right,
Like,
right,
damn,
right,
I
right.
fucked up. Like,
Right.
what? But it was like, how could I prevent
Because I
that?
remember I used to get my ass whooped, and my mama, it hurt me more than it hurt you.
Oh
You
yeah,
used to be like, what the fuck? Hell
Yeah.
no, like this shit hurt. And I really like popped my son and just felt hella bad. Like, damn, like this what my mama
Yeah.
was talking about.
So you talk about like disciplining them.
Yeah.
Oh, so as far as disciplining, yeah, really it's only with my daughter that I feel like that. You feel me?
Right,
With the
right, right, right,
girls,
right.
like whether it's like verbally or you really, it mostly it be verbally,
Well,
bro.
for sure,
And
definitely.
it won't even be like how my parents put me on.
Right, right.
It's really just like depending how old the kid is. If my oldest ones, I try to put it like, come on, like we partners, don't
Right,
play me
right,
like
right. Yeah,
that. You
yeah,
feel
yeah,
me?
yeah.
And they kind of from a respect point, they're like they'll realize like, damn, I got them fucked
Yeah,
up.
pops, yeah.
You know what I mean? Because that's really what used to work for me when I was younger.
Right.
Like I remember, my mom caught us smoking when I was probably like 11, 12.
Mm-hmm.
And I used to buy my weed with my allowance.
Right, right, right,
So
right.
My mom.
Damn, nigga, you got allowance?
Yeah, yeah. So
you
hold
was
on,
lit,
yeah, hold
nigga.
on. So check this out. I was blessed. It wasn't big. It was like dub, nigga. You feel me?
Still, nigga,
But
you was
yeah.
lit,
So
fuck.
my mom used to go overtime and shit. You know what I
Uh-huh.
mean? And she found out we was smoking weed, bruh. And when she found out we was smoking weed, she broke down crying.
Mm-hmm.
And that shit hurt more than nigga getting my ass whooped all them times with
Shit,
a
your
belt.
mama cry.
You feel me? We was getting smacked with
How
hangers.
do you feel about discipline? Do you feel? I think some kids need their ass whooped. Don't get it wrong.
Yeah, yeah.
I grew up getting ass whoopings, right? I didn't. It wasn't child abuse. Well, yeah, it was for sure child abuse. I ain't gonna lie, for sure. But it made me who I am today. You feel me?
Yeah, yeah.
And
I feel you.
looking back on it, like, yeah, I don't fault my parents for me. Like, I don't whip my son. I probably whip my son like 2, 3 times maybe. He's 7 years old.
Yeah.
But it's more like, hey, when I say something and he hear certain shit in my voice, he ain't straighten up and act right. But I think some kids, I be seeing hella kids on social media and shit like that. Like, damn, he need his ass whooped.
Yeah.
Or even out in public.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, and it's a good point you say that because I guess it's like when they do get to a certain point, you feel me, that they're like super disrespectful.
Right.
Like for example, my youngest daughter, you know what I mean, she be swinging on me.
Right,
So when she swing on me, I pat her on her arm, let her know that you got me fucked up.
Right,
You know what I mean? Like
yeah,
it ain't
yeah,
good like that.
Definitely not.
Definitely. I mean, we used to get our ass whooped for everything back in the day.
Yeah, for
So
sure.
I guess now it's more of a strategic ass whooping. Like, damn, like, was you out of pocket? Did you raise your hand at me like you was about to hit me? Or, something out of line like that.
Right.
But back in the day, I mean, my mom would come like, didn't I tell you do this? And whoop our ass.
Right,
you feel me?
Right.
Now, I feel like I could just take away like an iPhone or something.
It's random as fuck.
Man.
Why do Mexican people, when they talk, they answer their questions? Like, you thirsty? No? What the fuck? Why?
Shit, I don't know. I don't do that shit. My family don't do that shit.
Hell of Mexicans I know do that.
You
know what I'm saying? They ask you a question like, "Hey, you high? Yeah." Like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Sometimes they will. Yeah.
Yeah, that was random as fuck.
Like you already got the answer. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
For sure. Yeah. Damn, that's crazy. You just said that because they will say that. Really, to me, it's really like the older, like the moms and aunties and shit that be talking like that. But most of like people my age, I ain't really heard them come at me like that.
Live on camera right now, Baby Gas, best burrito truck in the town. Don't lie.
Fuck. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm addicted. To me, it got to be from Guadalajara's or Taco Sinaloa.
Where that's at?
Shit, on 29th. You feel me? And they also got another one on 22nd.
I ain't gonna lie, I fuck with First Street.
First Street?
Yeah.
What they got over there?
A14, the first right by the lake. As soon as you
Nah,
get the First International, the little green truck right there.
I ain't been.
Oh, you
For sure, not no green truck. I don't remember no green
it's
truck.
like green and white.
The trucks that I go to, they it's orange. The Taco Sinaloa is orange. You feel me?
Right.
They got two of them. But I ain't gonna lie, bro. Burritos. See, it's funny that you asked that because I've been on the hunt.
This Lil Blood TV.
I've been on the hunt. You feel me? I'm a real Mexican nigga, and I'm fat nigga too. You feel me? I love to eat, bro. So I be really trying to hunt down the perfect burrito. And lately, I've been finding it in them like hole in the wall ass fucking Mexican spots in the middle of like a farm city.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So
a hole in the wall,
for sure. At first, I used to be like, nah, but you ain't gonna lie, tacos. I'm still holding down in town.
So in the Valley of Light, like this 209, you buzz a lot hard out here, bro. How did that connection come about?
Bruh, so so check this out. A lot of people don't know that I opened up a studio in Stockton.
Okay.
You feel
Oh
me?
yeah, I remember
Yeah,
North Persian. I think.
yeah, North Persian on my
Yeah.
mama.
Okay.
You feel
Yeah.
me? So we opened up a studio over there, and I was up there for like probably about 3 years, 3, 4 years,
Uh-huh.
and I was fucking. I was already like, I had the 30 on me, and that was already catching this buzz. You
Right.
feel me?
Right.
Around
Right.
Northern Cali in general, and when I went up there, I still wasn't making the money, that I wanted to be making. So I opened up a studio, bro. I was fucking with all the young talent, everybody that's cracking now. You feel me?
Uh-huh.
Like like the Haiti babies,
Right. Shout out Haiti.
EBK. You feel me? All the young artists that's coming out, like
Uh-huh.
we was fucking around at my studio, Trap
Right.
Power
Right. Right.
Studios.
Right.
You
Right.
feel me? And we was going in, bro. I think that one thing for me, it was cool for me because I was so into my music that when I used to have people come in the studio and do their own sessions, I got to listen to what was coming up next.
Okay.
You know what I
Okay.
mean? So a lot of them like them artists that I just mentioned, they all got their own unique sounds.
Right. Right.
You know what
Right.
I
Right.
mean? So I was listening to all that ahead of time. Like, damn, this what the young niggas gonna be.
Embracing it.
Yeah,
Yeah. For
yeah, for
sure.
sure. So, the 209, bro, is always the Valley, period. I'm gonna keep it real. Like 559,
For
two oh
sure.
nine,
Definitely.
all them areas is
I
major
tell
fucking love.
I tell people a lot of time about Fresno all the time.
Fresno hard.
Fresno hard,
Yeah.
hard. Even the artists that's coming out of there, I
Hmm.
tell a lot of people, um,
Its own little hub over there right now.
their own hub. Young Echo,
Yep.
he do
Heard
beats.
him.
Young
He
Echo
do a little
hard as
singing
fuck.
too,
He
if
do
I'm not
some
mistaken.
singing
Yeah.
too. Yeah, exactly. I was just gonna say that. So you on your shit. Definitely, flowers to Echo because he's he's moving and doing this shit.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, I tell people all the time, like Fresno, the 209, like
Yeah.
people be looking at me like I'm crazy, but now they starting to see it with the emerging artists, because at first it was either the Bay or Sac. Right?
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
And then we have to get out of that. You feel me? Because
Yeah.
California is big as fuck.
Yeah, it's big.
You feel me? It's long state, long is big as fuck, and it's all type of cultures throughout the whole
Hell yeah.
California. And I used to be mad when I used to be in other states and like states and shit. And it's, oh, you from Cali? You from LA? Like, what the fuck? Like, nah. All they thought about
Yeah.
was LA.
Yeah.
Now this last few years it's turning. Like they're throwing the Bay out there, they're throwing Sac out there. Like,
Yeah.
and I be feeling good, like shit. I'm one of the reasons why, like we're getting this recognition. So
Nah,
that
for
shit
real.
be making
Especially, the internet.
right,
Salute to the internet.
right,
That
right,
helped
right.
everybody, from these different areas that never had no shine, get it shine.
Definitely,
Because, obviously, the Bay's always been a hub for California.
right,
You know what I mean? Like you said, Sac, especially back in the day, was still a
right,
hub for California.
for sure,
But these other in between cities, man, that internet really helped out.
right,
You
for
feel me?
sure,
Because
definitely.
nobody was thinking about going to the Madeiras and
Right,
stuff like
right.
that.
I remember my first time traveling out the Bay doing music and shit, and I'd be in a Stockton or something. Are you Lil Blood? And I call somebody like, bro, I'm way in Stockton, nigga, like you Lil Blood. Like,
Yeah.
that shit used to feel good as fuck. So,
Bro, I ain't gonna lie, it still be like that for me now.
right,
When
right.
I'm out of state, like I be where was I went to Hawaii one time, bro.
Uh-huh.
I went to Hawaii. Niggas knew me in Hawaii. I'm like, nigga, Hawaii. You feel me?
Yeah,
That's
for
lit,
sure.
right?
That's
Like,
lit. Yeah,
like we lit
definitely.
the fuck up. You feel me? That's the little shit that be having us like, yeah, we really do this shit for real.
Right. If you can go back to the 18-year-old baby guys, what would you tell them?
This shit gonna work.
Right.
Yeah, this shit gonna work. You feel me? Because like I said, that fear of failure can hold somebody back.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? And I got this little thing that I've always been talking about. I'm writing a little something on this. I call it the Rubik's Cube effect.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Where you take 2 steps back, or a step back to take 2 forward. You know what I mean? And I think that a lot of people, that first little sense of failure, niggas be crumbling.
Right, right.
And
right,
the fear of failure is real. Especially if you got a family. You know what I mean? And we don't want to make it seem like we put our dreams to the side because we had kids or whatever. But
right,
we gotta be strategic. So to the 18-year-old baby guys, like, bro, this shit gonna work. You feel
right,
me?
right,
Keep
right.
grinding, no hesitation. Just go all in. You know what I mean? And sometimes you gotta do that. Sometimes you gotta be broke. Sometimes you gotta fail. You
Right,
know what I mean? Because I ain't gonna lie, 18-year-old baby gas was taking hits, nigga,
right,
left and
right,
right. You feel
right,
me?
right.
So I'm, salute to myself. 8 years later, we still here.
Blessings, blessings. How was it? How was it like working with Slim 400?
Fuck, that's my dog, cuz.
For sure.
Yeah. See, this is how we met, bro. We did a in a 209. We
Mhm.
did a meet and greet at Cali Underground.
Desto.
Yeah,
Shout
yeah,
out
with
Cali
Alex.
Underground.
Shout out
Yeah.
Alex, you feel me? And you know, we did a little meet and greet together. You know, bro from Cali Underground put it together like
Uh-huh.
Slim, Baby Gas. I don't know how they paired us up, but they
Right. They
did.
did.
You know, and we both slid through. You feel me? Both posted up in the store waiting for fans to come through. And you know, it was already love. You know what I mean?
Right.
Obviously, we didn't really know each other, but you know, to me, I'm seeing fans come to him, and he's seeing fans come exclusively for me. So we
Right.
was both looking at each other like niggas must be doing something. You feel me?
Right.
Like, bro, we gotta link up. So you know, we made that happen. We cooked up a little track, and I actually held that song for like 2.5 years, bro.
Wow.
You know what I mean? I held that.
Is
You
that
know,
what you're doing with our song?
shit. It's all about timing for me.
Oh, okay.
It's all about
Shit.
timing for me.
Okay.
So you know, I held that, and when it was time to put it out, I put it out, and
Right.
I tapped in with bruh. I recorded it 2017. We released it like 2019, 20.
Right.
You know, and I tapped in with bruh, and he was just like, bruh, it's good. Like, come down there. You feel me? So he slid through. He slid through to the town. You feel me? We took care of him. You feel me? And ever since that, we was locked in. I went to go fuck with him in Phoenix again. He did the Big Clouds Festival.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
How was that?
it was dope.
Okay.
A lot of people came out. You feel me? And that was one thing that you know, bro was real humble. You know, anytime
Right.
niggas linked up, it was,
Holla.
man,
Yeah,
yeah.
For sure.
That was the first. Matter of fact, he's like, hold on. You know, he do his little thing. He's like, the first thing he ever said to me, like, MVVS is, huh? He's like, I know the difference, nigga.
Yeah.
You know, I know the difference. I know niggas out here on the food shit.
Right,
You feel me?
right.
Like, and bro, it was a packed out show. You know, in Phoenix, it was dope. Bro was getting his love, real major, independent.
Right.
You know, hustle. You
grinding.
feel me?
Yeah,
Grinding.
Slim was grinding.
When we did the record, bro had like 50,000 followers. When I released it, you know, bro was like 250,000.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And we made it happen, bro. And I, you know, when I do features like that, bro, you know, I really just like to, cause at the time, you know, bro had a bigger name than me. You feel me? So we was locked in, and I like to show my features that like, bro, this shit gonna work.
Right.
You feel me? It ain't just another feature. You feel me? Fuck with me. You know, young nigga trying to really do this shit. You feel me? And when a song actually pops off, that's when niggas be like salute, bro.
Yeah,
You
for
feel
sure,
me?
for
Because I
sure.
do that now to artists. I do a feature, somebody pay for a feature, and then they come back, and then the shit popped off. I'm like, yeah, that's good shit.
You ever
And RP my nigga Slim. You feel
RP
me?
Slim, a motherfucker ever pays you for a song and never put it out? All the time, huh? And you be giving them some
I'm
gas.
not gonna lie.
huh?
I'm not gonna lie. Those people are banned. Those people are banned from getting features again.
For sure.
For sure. I'm a big person on my craft, bro.
Right.
Matter of fact, I hate I stopped doing it now, but I hate back, you know, a couple years back, you was able to just send me the chicken. If I wanted 3 bands of verse, 2 bands of verse, you feel me? You send the chicken, I'm gonna do the verse. People used to send me blank beats, and I used to hear the outcome of the full song. But it was like I regretted taking the 2 bands.
Man, I done been out of state with rappers. And I'm not gonna say no names, but I done been out of state with rappers. And you know, artists from other states, they be wanting to work and do features and shit with you. So I done been out of state, and motherfuckers be like frowning up at money, like, no, that ain't enough. And I jump on it. You feel me? Like, hell yeah, come on, run it. Like, just working, bro. I done just cleared like nigga 8,000-9,000 to where, you know, in your Hollywood mode and you just missed out on the bag. And here I am, I'm taking all that. Like, come on, I got you. Going in the lab, gas, easy.
Bruh, you know what's crazy about that? You said that, bruh, it's like a lot of people don't, some people just ain't real hustlers.
Right.
You know, I be doing this thing every now and then where, you know, I show love to like smaller companies and smaller artists on my story. And I do like a promo. You feel me? I do like $60 or something. You feel me? Go on my story. A lot of people, they won't take that bag because they're like, man, nah, I don't need it. Or they try to flex in a certain manner. Bro, one time I went to Hawaii, my nigga, and I had this long ass flight and I paid for the Wi-Fi. I had nothing to do, bro. So I tapped in, you feel me? I put a post like, look, you a small company, small artist trying to, you feel me, take advantage of my platform. I post you on my story, on my page for this price. Bruh, by the time I landed from Oakland or Hawaii, bruh, I was like probably about like 3-4 bands up.
Yeah, I did that before.
You feel me?
I did that before.
I was
Yeah.
up, like, you feel me, and it was just a flight.
Yeah,
My
for
nigga paid for
sure.
my flight, nigga, and it paid for the next few days.
I did that before, and it fucked off my algorithm.
Did it?
Hell yeah! Like,
Yeah, the algorithm shit is crazy.
crazy. So I was doing a story in the post, and people would just paying me for the post. They like, fuck the story, post me on your
Oh
page.
yeah,
And I'm doing hell of them, like 24 hours, just doing hell of them, bro. And nigga, my whole shit was just shout outs and shit. And
yeah.
fucked me off, bro. Like fucked
It
it
took
off.
a while to get that back.
Took a while to get it
Yeah.
back. And shout
See,
out Davo.
yeah, I guess my algorithm be fucked up anyways. Yeah. They be
Yeah.
shadow banning me
So
and
the
shit.
nigga Davo had told me, like, blood, what the fuck? Like, he like, bro, I'm getting on my fucking Instagram and like, I'm just seeing just fucking, what the fuck, bro? Like, you tweaking, that's gonna fuck your shit. I'm like, man, hell no, nigga, you know how much money I just made off this
Yeah,
shit?
yeah.
He like, yeah, but, bro. And he was right. That shit kind of like fucked off my little algorithms. whatever
Damn,
the
I
fuck
guess
that
because my shit was already fucked up. I don't think I noticed.
That's
But
crazy.
it's good to know that. You feel me? But sometimes shit, you know,
So you think that shadow ban shit is real?
that shit real, bro.
Are you a conspiracy theorist, my nigga?
Hell yeah.
Me too.
I be loaded, bro. Two in the fuck in. Like, what?
You turn your
I'm
wife
like,
into what?
what?
She be
I'm like,
tweaking
bro,
on
the
that shit
Bermuda
with you?
Triangle did what, nigga?
Yeah.
You feel me?
Wife
Like,
be tweaking on that shit with you?
bro, yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, we be on that shit, bro. But see, and that's another thing with me, bro. Like, you gotta be on my page.
Right.
You feel me?
right,
You
right.
gotta be at least willing to do the shit that I'm on. You feel
Right,
me? I
right,
think
right.
that's the one thing that, you know, connects people. Like, shit, if I'm childish shit, you better be
Right,
fucking
yeah.
childish with me.
See,
You
it's
feel me?
hard for me to me and my girl, we too different. Like, we can't watch the same shit. She wanna watch ID channel and motherfuckers getting killed in Lifetime movies and shit all day. I can't sit there and go through that. Like, I be tweaking like that shit. Like, fuck with my head. Like, I can't watch this.
Nah,
I wanna go watch some Marvel or
My
something.
girl be saying the same shit too. She don't like none of that sad shit.
Right, right,
You
right.
feel me? She be like, man, this shit gonna make me sad.
Right,
But
right.
sometimes I actually, you know, I be deep into movies, so I be like, bro, I feel like these one of the movies you gotta watch.
Right, right.
You know what I mean?
Certain
Like,
shit,
you know,
yeah.
certain shit, you know, like there's a movie right now that you know, I'm trying to watch and shit. It's like 4 African women trapped in a room, you feel me, back in the day, you know, when the war was going on in their
Uh-huh.
country and shit, you feel me? And they locked in this room for like 90 days
Mm,
with an American girl too, you feel me?
Yeah.
And sometimes, you know, and it's based on a true story. So sometimes it might look like a sad movie, but it might be like, damn, nigga, this might be one of them greats
Right, right.
that shine
right.
light on these people.
I'm
You feel
gonna
me?
give you something dope to watch, and it's free promotion too. Chernobyl.
Chernobyl?
Yeah.
Where I
So
find it?
it's about the nuclear spill that happened in Chernobyl, the Ukraine.
Mm.
It's a little documentary, great documentary. Actually, Taj put me on, and I watched it, bro, and it'll really wake your game up, like how shady the government can be when they fuck up.
Oh yeah.
So,
I'll
long
be
story
on that.
short, it was about, it's a true story. It was about a big ass nuclear spill. So one of the reactors in the nuclear plant blew up and shit. And if they didn't contain it, it would have fucked off their country for years and years and years. Like, I mean, drinking water. They had to kill hella animals. They had to
Mm.
do hella shit. They had to like abandon a fucking town. Like, to this day, the town is still abandoned. Just say they'll just come to Oakland and put everybody on buses and just send us to fucking Fresno, and we can never come back to Oakland. Like, our life, everything is just
Yeah.
whatever we can carry onto this bus. And that's a crazy documentary. So
What
really
was the
good.
name again?
Chernobyl. I'm gonna
Cher-
text it to you. Bro.
Chernobyl.
Yeah, Chernobyl.
Damn, that's
bro.
crazy.
That's the name of the city that the nuclear spill was in. It's called Chernobyl.
And you know, it's funny because, you know, especially as artists too, bro, that be really on the front line. Like, you know, we got shit like publicists and shit, you know what I mean, to obviously help us keep things in order.
Right,
And if
right, right.
niggas make messes, help us clean it up. You
Yeah,
feel me?
yeah, definitely.
So we do that and we just nothing but entertainers.
right, right.
Imagine
yeah.
the government, you feel me?
Yeah,
They
it's
got them
deep,
real
bro.
people, you know, that's
Yeah,
gonna
for
cover that
sure,
shit up.
For sure. And I'm
Yeah, I be
talking
on
about
that.
a lot of people sacrifice their life to keep that country intact.
Oh yeah.
Like, yeah, like that shit is deep. That shit is deep.
And this was Ukraine that you talking
Yes,
about?
this was in the Ukraine.
And this got something to do with the shit that recently going on?
No, this was like I think Chernobyl was like 86, was it? 86?
Oh,
It
okay,
was
for
like
sure.
in the 80s. And that happened in the 80s.
Yeah,
but the cold part about it, so the Russian government just seized the Chernobyl plant, the nuclear plant. They got it. It's under their control. Like
Damn.
yeah, bro. Like this shit is big. So
How you feel about that?
Russia and Ukraine.
Yeah, like how you feel about better yet, how you feel about us us sending all that money out there?
I think it's fucked up. And
Joe Biden, more specifically.
I wouldn't have did it. And a lot of people fault me because I fuck with Trump. I was like everybody else at first because I didn't know no better. Fuck Trump and shit. He's racist. I had to find out for myself and really study Trump. Nigga, Trump a boy, and guarantee you, if Trump was still in office right now, we'd be in a way, way, way better position than what Biden got us in. And no, I wouldn't have sent Ukraine all
So
that
you feel
money.
like somebody should put their like opinions to the side, when it comes to political shit? Because I feel like that was one of the things that had niggas all tripping over Trump. You feel me? Even with me, like,
what
hey,
I-
bro,
what I
this
look
nigga
at
out
it
of
like
pocket
this.
disrespecting the people or something.
I look at it like this. Trump is for his people. Just like if you get in the office, you feel me? You for sure gonna show more love to Mexicans as much as you can. That's just you.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, okay.
That don't mean you're racist. You feel me? I'm just
Yeah.
looking out for my people. And with Trump, it's like either you is or you ain't. Ain't no in between. You either want to make some money or you don't want to make some money. And if you want to make some money, you don't want to be no bullshitter, I'm for you. So whatever I do for these white people, it's gonna have to happen for you too, because he can't just put into law this bill is only for white people. It don't work like that. It has to be for Americans. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
So nigga, if do your shit and get on. Get what the fuck he got to
We're
offer.
gonna see if Trump going. You think he gonna try to make a comeback?
I'm voting for him. Yes. I want him to make a comeback.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah,
But
I'm curious.
back to the Biden, I never wouldn't have gave all in that money. Look what's going on in West Oakland. Look what's going on in East Oakland, all these tent cities and shit. Like,
Yeah,
come
yeah.
on now. We giving them billions, bruh.
We ain't got no baby
Billions.
formula.
We don't got like, come
They
on.
ain't got no baby formula out there.
Come on.
Be serious.
This shit trifling. You worried about a country that has shit to do with us. Like, you feel me? Like, that don't fix the problem here.
Yeah, I guess I'm a little bit of both. I'm gonna be real
Man,
with
hit
you.
that
Like,
Trumba. You looking at it? Hit
yeah,
that Trumba.
that's why I'm about to hit it right now. Let's see. So, the way that the way that I would say it is like, hey, bro, we allies. If I gotta have your back when it comes to that time, I might throw you a little chicken, but I'm not gonna throw
We're
you.
not allies.
We're not allies.
No.
Oh, we not.
That's the whole thing. These niggas want to be part of NATO and Russia.
Well, but
no.
they declined NATO, so that means that we don't fuck with them at all.
No, we don't fuck with them. Like they don't got shit to do with us.
They got,
No.
he said,
They were trying to join NATO. Now they're trying to fast track it, but Russia didn't want.
But when I was reading up, we offered them to join NATO.
Nah.
You feel me? And they declined. They declined, right? Okay, thank you. So they declined years ago, and they try to come back when they needed the help.
Right. Nah, since you declined, fuck you, bitch. Now, bitch, deal with them Russians. Bitch, deal with Putin.
Yeah,
'Cause he's
shit. I ain't
tweaking
look
right
at it.
now.
I ain't look at it like that.
No, hell no.
I thought we was somewhat cool.
Hold on, that's like me when I was a young nigga. Yeah, I was a little dusty nigga on that. These bitches turned me down. Bitch, I'm Lil Blood. You got me fucked up, bitch. You ain't about to fuck with me now. You supposed to see the growth, see it in me when I was a young nigga.
Yeah.
No, fuck all that. So nah, fuck Ukraine. No disrespect to the people that's fucked up. They over there getting slaughtered like that. They putting up a hell of a fight, but fuck that, nigga. We got problems in West Oakland. We got problems in East Oakland. We got problems in and what's that? Flint, Michigan. It's poison in the water.
You right.
Fix that poison. Clean that
Now
shit
the
up.
only reason I was saying was like if we was allies, I'll throw you a little chicken, but I
Yeah.
won't throw you more than I'm throwing my country.
Right, you
You
right.
feel me?
But we have problems
Shit,
here in
okay.
our own country that needs to be fixed. You
See,
feel me?
nigga, that's why I be keeping quiet when it comes to politics because you feel me. I don't be doing my shit, bruh. You know
Nah,
what I
you
mean?
know enough.
You know what I mean? I be tuning in. I read up on shit, but I feel like I got too much shit going on in my life. And even though I say that, I know I got to pay attention because that shit affect the way a nigga live.
So what I do, like when I'm on the road driving or something, I just put some shit on and listen to shit. Like it's more than YouTube than just rap videos and twerk videos.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
shit. Like it's very informative. And then like my circle, the people I surround myself around. Again, shout out Taj, shout out Brother Bert. A lot of people I surround myself around. They're into that and if it's shit I don't know, I ask, you know, and
Yeah,
then
yeah.
they'll give me some game on it, and
Yeah,
I
yeah.
tweak on it myself. So, you know, just when you get a chance and shit, instead of just listening to music when you on one in LA, just turn something on, just listen to that shit. We do that a lot, you know. We'll watch some shit for about an hour, we'll talk on it,
Yeah.
give our own opinions on it, and then we'll watch some other shit, like, you know,
That shit that shit be getting heated.
that shit, yeah,
Yeah, yeah, I know what
definitely,
it is.
definitely. Like I said, I was like everybody else against Trump, but I didn't understand Trump. I was just going on the he say, she say, and I had to, you know, feel that nigga out for myself. And, you know, he's not, bro. You know, Mexicans love Trump. They vote for Trump.
Yeah, a lot of people do, yeah.
They vote for Trump. Like, you feel me? Black people, a lot of black people vote for Trump. Like, he's a, like I said, he's an asshole, but he's a real nigga.
Yeah,
Put it like
yeah.
that.
I guess, you know, for some people, you know, me included, I used to be like that. You know, sometimes you gotta just strategically move. You feel me?
Right, right,
Because you
right,
gotta know, like, you know, you gotta pick your battles wisely.
right,
You
right,
know, some will burn you for real.
right,
You know what I mean? And some you gotta just take to the chin.
right.
You know, a lot of successful people do. That's exactly what comes with this shit. Some shit, a lot of people make decisions they can't sleep with at night.
Definitely.
You know, but that's what come with it. You know what I mean?
Right,
That's why
right,
very
right,
few is built for that motherfucker.
right. What's next for Baby Gas, man?
Ah, shit, bro.
What's some ventures you doing besides music? We was talking behind the scenes earlier. You got the tequila shit going.
Yeah.
How was that?
El Jefe.
How was that?
So man, it's going good, bro.
Can
You
we get a
feel me?
little blood endorsement or something, bro? Can I get a drink? What I gotta
Yeah,
do,
we
man?
gotta send you some bottles, huh?
Yeah,
we
yeah. I
gotta
need
send you
some bottles, but then I want to put my own little El Jefe presents. You know what I mean? The little blood. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
bro. You know
Yeah.
that shit. You know, I'm blessed to kind of really get with the whole program real early on. You feel me? Shout out to my guy Ryan. But you know, I think that like we was talking about it off camera. You feel me? Once you get to a certain point, you got to really put your money where it really supposed to go.
Right.
Put your energy, put your time into
Right,
shit. You feel
right,
me? That
right.
you really believe in aside from the music because it
Right,
can only
right.
last so long. So I did the cannabis thing. Cannabis thing is cool.
Uh-huh.
That motherfucker be hard though.
Yeah,
You
for
feel me? On
sure.
some legit shit.
For sure,
That
for sure.
it's a different game, bro.
I think
So
the market is crowded as fuck right now with that. With the
man, it
cannabis.
is, but it is also with the tequila.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? So that's why actually this tequila was good too. The one that you just gave me, it's called Tromba, huh?
Yeah, this
Yeah.
actually this Marshawn's. Shout out brother Lynch, Marshawn Lynch.
Okay,
Man.
for sure.
It's his tequila. And
We got to make sure we send him a bottle too. Then
yes,
some El Jefe.
definitely, man. And we need some El Jefe up here. Like I
Yeah,
said,
for
this
sure.
platform for us, bro.
Yeah,
so,
nah,
we
definitely.
got to push ourselves, push our people. You know. So,
Yeah, we gonna get y'all right, bro. We gonna get y'all right.
Definitely,
So yeah,
definitely.
for the people that ain't heard of it, man, stay tuned. It's currently going on. You know what I mean? It's currently
what can we get it at?
shit, really, your local neighborhood liquor store. You know what I mean? And if they ain't got it, it's one phone call away to somebody they
right.
probably already dealing with to
Uh-huh.
get it on the shelf. You feel me?
Right,
It's
right,
about just people being familiar with it. You know what I mean? But it's a fire ass taste.
right, right.
Reposado. We got the Blanco de Añejo. You feel me? So yeah, look out for that El Jefe for sure.
So, what you prefer, Neo or Reposado? In general, with tequilas,
Nah, Blanco.
Blanco.
Yeah.
Talk about it.
Yeah, Blanco. I don't know. It's just a taste for me. You feel me?
Uh-huh.
I ain't gonna lie. I used to try to lean a lot towards the Reposado because I feel like that's the most popular.
Right, right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
That shit goes the fastest.
Right, right.
People compliment it in a certain way. But I guess I ain't just personally figured it out yet.
Okay.
You know, I be ripping and running. I was just talking about that shit. Like I randomly just started fucking with rum.
Oh,
You feel me?
okay,
And
yeah.
I don't even know shit about rum. You
Right,
feel me? I
right,
just be
right,
going
right.
to the little bars like.
So that's crazy you said that because I be ordering old fashioned rum.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, with the orange and shit, the cherry. Like, yeah, I fuck
Oh,
around.
really? Okay, for sure.
I get down with the rum.
Yeah, cause I went to Hawaii one time, bro, and got drunk off Mai Tais.
Uh-huh.
You feel me? I was toasted off Mai Tais,
Right,
and
right.
I don't really get drunk in public, bro. You feel me? I be on my 2 feet, 10
Right,
toes
right,
down.
right, definitely.
You know what I mean?
see you always
But
moving and hustling.
Hawaii, was like a place that I was getting away from. I was on a big island, so I was kind of away from home. I let my guard down a little
Right,
bit.
right, right.
I was able to get drunk.
How long was you there?
Shit, probably like 2 weeks.
Damn, you
Yeah.
did 2 weeks in Hawaii?
Hell yeah.
Damn, how was that experience?
Bro, I did everything you could think of. You
Right,
feel me?
right, right.
And it was like, bruh, it was definitely far from home. Even though it was close,
Uh-huh.
it's far from home. It's a whole different world out there.
Right, right.
A lot of humble ass locals and shit. You feel me? That whole different lifestyle. But I went down there, got drunk off these Mai Tais, bro. And I'm like, bro, what was that mixed with? It was pineapple and fucking rum.
Right,
so
right,
I
right.
started going to different bars back home
Fucking
and just
with rum.
asking for rum. And I'm like, yeah, that shit fire.
Yeah, that's dope as fuck, man. So the El Jefe,
El Jefe, stay the fuck tuned for that.
El Jefe, You said you did the weed shit.
Yep.
You got your podcast going. Tell me about that. You see me trying to work mine, man.
Hey, hey.
What's going on,
We
man?
need you on there.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah,
That's
it's
easy.
called saying what you want. You know what you thought. We said it. You know what I mean?
Right.
And it's just a platform for the people that really want to hear real shit. You know what I mean? Like we was just talking about like relationship shit. People ask me shit like that all the time.
Right.
How do you do this? How do you do that? Like damn, like you still you getting married? You feel me?
Right.
Like yeah, I'm getting married. You feel me? And it's just one of those type of things where you start really digging deep where people don't really want to dig, and we the ones that just talk about it. You feel me? About anything really. You feel me? Anything, whether you consider it out of pocket or not, we speaking on it.
Life in general.
Yeah, life in general. So saying what you want podcast. You feel me? I tune into that Spotify podcast, Apple podcast, or the little ordinary platforms and shit.
Clothing line. I see you pushing that.
Trap
too.
Hours merch.
Trap
You
Hours
feel
merch.
me? For
Where
sure.
did Trap Hours come from?
Bruh, so yeah, it's good that you asked that because I feel like I got cleared up for a lot of people. I know, like us being small minded, sometimes when people think trap hours, they probably think about some trapping shit. You feel me? But it was really a state of mind. You know, the time of day that you physically or mentally trap yourself in a situation to get the situation done. You know what I mean? So it was really like whether you going to school, you know what I mean, got a 9 to 5, you mentally trapping yourself there. You know, those them trap hours, that overtime. And I think a lot of people don't understand that. You know, we push a positive clothing line. You know, kids get suspended for rocking our t-shirts,
Really?
and they ain't got nothing but the words on it. Because people be like trap, like come on, we know what trap is. Like what is trap? You feel me? Like you know, of course, it was a genre. It's a genre of music now. You know what I mean? And it comes from what it comes from. You know what I mean? But I think a lot of people miss the point though. And we continuously trying to push it, you know, making sure that people get the idea and the real meaning behind it. Because anybody can rock trap hours. Nobody should like look at a place for rocking our clothing. You know what I mean? Kind of like sometimes I might go in public with a crazy ass T-shirt and people looking at me like, the fuck this nigga got on? That's out of pocket as fuck. But
do you deal with racism at all?
Shit, nah, not personally. You know, and when I do, you know, people just I don't know. I guess I got to a certain age where I deal with people a certain way. I'm gonna keep it real, bro. I'm at an age I don't even like people. You know what I mean? Like I love my people. You know what I mean? But I'm not really into like I just went to a Cali Roots, the biggest reggae festival in the country. You know what I mean? 15,000 people out there in Monterey. You know what I mean? We went out there, saw Damian Marley, Ice Cube. You know what I mean? And
That's lit.
yeah, you know, so we had the El Jefe booths out there, so we came through. You know, I checked out a couple of performances, and I wanted to really check out Ice Cube's performance from like you know, like a concert goer. You know what I mean? So, but I go in the crowd, bro, and I just like I ain't never felt so like
boxed in.
Yeah, like I ain't really into all of that.
Speaking on that, I seen was it last year? I think you went to the Mexican Grammy Awards or some party. It was a party.
Yeah, we go to the Latin Grammys every year.
I think you went to a party or something, or the award. It was something I forgot what it was.
What happened there?
I don't know. I don't know. I forgot, but I seen you there. It was like you was. I think you was rolling out your project at that time, and you was like popping up at a little bit everywhere.
Yeah.
How was that?
Man, shit, any of that shit is dope, really. You know,
you speak Spanish and shit?
Hell yeah.
Fluently?
Yeah, fluently.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, for sure. Half Mexican, half Salvadorian.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So, man, it was dope. Like the first time that I went down there, I remember too, bro. My girl had just had my daughter. You feel me? So it was a little move that I had to make. She probably in the background somewhere looking at me crazy and shit. But my daughter was like 2-3 days old. I had to go. I got the call for the Latin Grammys. You know what I mean? Like, you need to come out here. Sacrifices like a motherfucker. You feel me?
Well, speaking on that, me and my girl, we get into it sometimes because I have to make those kind of sacrifices. And I be explaining to her, like, hey, you can't trip out because while I'm trying to go do this and make money for this, for us, I can't have that on my mind. You know what I mean?
Facts.
And that shit will throw a motherfucker
that shit
off.
Bro, that's crazy you said that.
Bro,
I'm glad we be on
off, low, and I be having to explain to her, like, hey, like, you know,
Cause I'm gonna have to go.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to go.
You
It's
knew,
like,
you knew what you were signing up for when you signed the contract.
yeah.
You feel me? So that's crazy. You said,
But
that
it's
because-
even certain things like, damn, fuck. Like if it did bother you, let's talk about that shit when we get back. You feel me? Because right now, I need the best version of me present at wherever I'm going. You know what I mean? Like you said, that be on my mind. Like, damn, I'm up here making these moves, but my home fucked up right now.
Exactly,
you feel me? So yeah, I
exactly.
feel you on that.
Definitely.
Hell yeah.
So 5 years from now, man, what can we expect from 5 years? What, 4 years? You 40? 3 years? What? I mean, 30? What can we expect by the time you 30?
Fuck. You know what? A lot of businesses.
A lot of.
You know, I'm getting into a lot of shit that I won't speak about because I don't tell nobody.
Right.
A lot of silent
Manifest
businesses.
Yeah,
You feel me? A lot of shit that I'm doing now that I just keep in the blank from the world. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because I feel like the hate is real. So sometimes when certain businesses, I like to have it on the front line, like let you know that I own this or invested in this, and other things I just keep quiet. You feel me? So in 5 years, definitely a lot more businesses, bro. I think the more that days go by, and the more that the music platform allows me to kind of get into them areas that I wouldn't be able to get normally. I'm falling in love more with that entrepreneurship shit. You feel me? And that business world is real.
Man, be wise with your money, bro, because I fucked off a lot of money in my 20s.
Yeah,
man.
I know, bro.
So be wise with your money, man.
We're
not gonna say it on camera, but behind the scenes, man, we both made 2 purchases that was dumb as fuck, and we wasn't wise with our money.
Yeah,
man.
bro.
So we gotta be wise. Be wise with your money.
Yeah, I know, bro.
And,
And it's funny.
To preach that more to each other. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
It's funny you say that because I know a lot of us, majority of us, like myself, bro. I'm like one of them people that you just gotta let it happen to us.
Right.
So a lot of people told me that, like, hey, don't do this, don't buy this. You just get to a certain point where you're like, fuck, I'm about to buy it.
Right, definitely.
And then when it happens, you feel me? It's like, god damn, bro.
Right.
And I'm even more fucked up mentally because I act like it don't even matter.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I be trying to catch myself because my girl be the one that, like, bro, that ain't no just regular chicken that you spending. You feel me?
Right.
And I got the mentality of like, we gonna make it back.
Right. Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah,
we gonna make it back. But it really could have been like what you're making back could be an additional. You feel me?
Definitely.
Yep, hell yeah.
I be telling niggas all the time, it's hard to stack money. Like, it's hard to stack money. It's easy to make, but it's hard to stack. I'm talking about really stacking. And I'm kind of blessed because I was in that era where niggas did 90-day runs. You feel me? Where a nigga just grind. You feel me? Put that up, recop, put that up, recop, 90-day runs. But it's hard to stack money because of the influences,
Yeah.
like it's something we want, like something we see, something we want. Or I was getting caught up in like the jury thing, for example. I used to be like, damn, I gotta buy a chain, or people gonna look at me different. They gonna think I'm broke, or you know what I mean. I gotta buy this certain type of car because so and so got this certain kind of car, and I rap, and people on Instagram gonna think, So it's
the bad expense that I got, bro, or at least had, was trying to prove people wrong.
Right.
Like when I go out in public, if I decide to go to an expensive ass restaurant or whatever it is, and the waiters, whiter, racist, whatever, just stereotype. You feel me? Like looking at me like this nigga don't belong here. I think that I've been in a lot of situations where people might make a comment or make it seem like I can't afford to be there, and I had this big ass problem of trying to prove them wrong, and I'll splurge in your face.
Yeah,
you feel me?
Trust me, I know.
Matter of fact, is you act like let me get, what I mean? I had that issue, and I think that I had to work on myself. Just man, it don't even matter. You feel me?
I just talked to Mr. Fab on the phone, right? We was talking about coming up to the podcast and shit. So he like, yeah, man, I'm just chilling, sitting back at the house, about to watch the game. I'm like, oh, you front row Fabby? Like you ain't going to the game? He like, boy, hell no! I just sold my front row ticket, 14 bands. I'm like, what? He like, blood, that shit expensive, bro. Like, you feel me?
Yeah.
It's a good look, and I'm really a fan, and I really like being there, but it's like, bro, that shit is expensive, bro.
Yeah.
So, you know, he like, man, I had to like buckle down, like, man, I gotta miss this one. I just rather sell a ticket and then, you know, watch it on TV, but I gotta miss this one. But life get expensive, man.
Yeah,
Especially when you
yeah.
got them wants and not them needs,
Yeah,
man.
bro. And that's a real issue, man. Like I think that you should just get to a point where you know what it is. You know what you got. You know me, like the shit that I drive and the places I live in. Like
Right,
I
right.
don't post that shit. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like
Never,
you
not
want
at
ever.
all.
You know, some people are into probably just showing. You know, like the outside of their home or just showing their car.
Right,
You
right,
know,
right, right.
I'm not really into that shit, bro. Like,
Right,
and I
right.
know some people might say it's like a bad thing because I'm an artist, I'm an entertainer, I
Right,
should
right.
be entertaining people with that, but I just like
Shit, Jay
cooling,
Z
bro.
never shows his house. He
Yeah,
never shows when he's right. He
yeah. I
just
guess you're
know.
right.
You
I
feel
just
me?
be chilling. Yeah,
Yeah.
as long as you know me and my family see it,
Yeah,
that's
you're
really what matters,
comfortable
bro.
with yourself.
Oh,
Yeah,
mama.
man. Like I told you, see, you're younger, bro. So and I'm glad your mind ain't on that. Don't get caught up in that because I was fucked up like that for a minute, bro. Thinking everything has to be seen, bro. And I fucked over a lot of money, bro. A
Yeah.
lot of money,
Oh, I
bro, with
know.
that
Yeah, I know.
mentality, bro.
I was the same way. I think I splurged, a lot,
Yeah,
bro.
you had your fair share.
Hell
Now
yeah.
you got them 5 babies. It's a wrap.
It's a wrap.
It's a wrap.
It's a wrap
I appreciate you, bro. I thank you, bro. Dope ass conversation, deep ass conversation.
for sure.
Definitely willing to share my platform with you whenever. Nigga, you got an album roll out, pull up, promote that shit.
Hell yeah. Right on. We
Definitely,
appreciate it.
I'm definitely about to jump on your shit. What's your shit again? Say what you want.
Saying what you want.
Saying what you want. Definitely jumping on the saying what you want. We gotta lock that down.
Yeah.
You
Tune
feel
in,
me?
bro.
Yeah,
Let me know how
definitely.
you feel about that. But that's one of them platforms that I think it's time for people just kind of, bro. You know what's crazy? The older I get, it's rare for people to accept the truth, bro.
Mhm.
So fuck with me, bro. Come
I
on my
got you.
platform. We're gonna speak on some shit. You feel me?
Definitely, definitely. How I'm doing? You like my little setup? You like
Yeah,
the little black
bro.
TV?
Yeah.
Yeah,
My nigga got
man.
my nigga got the whole thing right here, bro. It's good to
Appreciate
see it, bro. It's definitely good to see it. You know, just like I was telling you outside this motherfucker. You know, you one of the people. I mean, you've been doing it longer than me.
Yes,
You
sir.
know what I mean? You was out there doing your thing and shit. I mean, a lot of us grew up on the records you was putting out.
Appreciate it.
And it's just dope to see niggas still here, bro. Because you know
Yeah.
how easy niggas vanish.
Yes,
Yeah.
definitely.
So salute on that,
Definitely.
brother, for sure.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you, man.
Hell yeah.
Anytime. Baby
Yep, for
gas.
sure.